The Dallas Mavericks just lost to the Oklahoma City Thunder 117-95 in Game 1 of the Western Conference semifinals. And let me tell you, there's a lot we got to talk about. There's so much that went wrong in this game between shots not falling, defenses falling apart, and the refs. The refs. We're going to talk about it. We got a lot we got to break down. And no matter what happened in the game, which we will discuss, a loss is a loss. We're down 0-1. We're down, but we're not out. So let's get right into it, guys. How's it going? My name is Marcel Martin. This is Mavs Digest, bringing you the latest news on everything Mavericks related. And I just want to say thank you guys so much. On that last video, I asked you guys to just spam that like button, and we got like over 600 likes. I think that was my most liked video to date. So I challenge you guys to let's try to beat that. If we can get 750 likes, if this video can get 750 likes, I will shave my beard on stream. I'm not joking, and I love this beard. But let's see if we can do it. But we got to talk about this game because it was just horrendous. Even though I think we had a rocky start that wasn't too bad. It wasn't like game 1 of the first round where we only had 8 points in the second quarter. We had a lot of turnovers. I think Kyrie had like 0 points and like 4 turnovers in the first like 6 minutes of the first quarter. Things looked a little bit rocky, but it also didn't look that good for the Oklahoma City Thunder as they were missing a lot of their shots. And then the whistles came, where the refs would not allow us to play physical basketball, which is a very weird change of pace after we just went a whole round against the Los Angeles Clippers playing nothing but physical defense. We weren't allowed to do anything. Every little contact was a whistle for the Oklahoma City Thunders, and I try not to be too biased. If we get the whistle, we get the whistle, which we did come the second half, but by then it was just far too late. But in that first half, I think, in the first half, SGA alone had 11 attempted free throws. It was just egregious. We weren't allowed to play our defense, and I think that really sucked the life out of these guys. I saw Derrick Lively getting very frustrated in the second and third quarter. Daniel Gafford on the bench just looked exhausted. Kyrie and Luka both were highly upset, but it's just game 1. It's not a best of 1, it's a best of 7. So everybody, including myself, we just got to stay calm, even keeled. We've been here before. Jason Kidd's 0-5 on game 1s, and it really was, it was ugly. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It was bad. It was ugly. And we're going to talk about exactly why. But at least we weren't, only scoring 8 points in one quarter. At least we weren't down by 31, had to fight back. I thought this game was still manageable and was still within reach. And I think that's what hurts the most is the fact that we could have came back. But let me not get too ahead of myself. Let's go ahead and look at this box score, guys. P.J. Washington had 10 points, 1 steal, and 6 rebounds. He was 2 of 3 from 3. Derrick Jones Jr. had 7 points, 2 blocks, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. He was 1 of 3 from 3. Daniel Gafford, the landlord turned slumlord, who actually had a really good game after having a pretty rough first round of the playoffs. He finished with 16 points, 5 blocks, 1 assist, 11 rebounds, with 5 being offensive rebounds. He was 5 of 12 from the floor, but he was 6 of 8 from the free throw line. And Kyrie Irving, Uncle Drew, fourth quarter Kyrie, whatever you want to call him, champion, he was trying his best. 20 points, he had 1 block, 2 steals, 3 assists, 1 rebound. He was 3 of 4 from 3, and he had 4 turnovers, and a little silver lining was they all came in the first quarter. After that, he turned everything around. And Luka Doncic, rough going for the kid, had 19 points, 5 turnovers, 2 steals, 9 assists, 6 rebounds, and he was 1 of 8 from 3, kept letting it fly. And Tim Hardaway Jr., who was back, played 17 minutes, had 2 points, 2 points and 2 rebounds. He was 0 of 4 from 3. Dwight Powell got a little bit of garbage time, racked up about 2 rebounds. Derrick Lively only played 13 minutes, which I found very odd. Had only 2 points, had 2 turnovers, 1 assist, and 4 rebounds. Josh Green, who I think played very well, but he had one of our, the second highest plus minus second lowest with a minus 20, had 11 points, had 1 turnover, 3 assists, 4 rebounds. He was 3 of 8 from 3. And Dante Exum, which I wanted to see a little bit more of Dante. I thought he kind of turned things around in this game. Looked a little bit better, but I could be wrong. Had 5 points. He was 1 of 2 from 3. A.J. Lawson, Jane Hardy got a little bit of garbage time with A.J. Lawson shooting 1 of 2 from 3. And it was just rough. And I'm going to keep this up. If you want to look at the bottom, as a team, we shot 34% from 3, 12 of 35. We shot 39% from the floor and 68% from the free throw line. We were 17 of 25. But a lot of those came in the second half when, like I said, it was just far too late anyway. We weren't allowed to get any type of momentum. There was no setting up an offense, getting on a run, because every time on defense, and even on offense, there was a couple offensive fouls, which I thought were just ridiculous. They kept calling illegal screens when they were just running right into us. It was very, very frustrating, and I'm just trying to keep my coolness because it's just game one. And like I've said, it's a best of 7, not a best of 1. And honestly, I will be honest, this game really got under my skin a lot more than any game in the Clippers series. Even when things looked bad, when they were shooting 68% from 3, 50% from 3, when we were scoring 8 points in the second quarter, I was like, we're good. I'm not worried. It's just the first round. It's just one game. But it was just something about this game that took the life out of me. And I can only imagine what those players felt, what Luka felt, Kyrie, Daniel Gafford, all the guys, where it was just very frustrating. And God save the team from social media and the NBA media, because I mean, yeah, shout out to the Thunder. They won. They did their thing. They definitely had help from the referees. I'm not going to shy away from that. They definitely had help from the refs because we weren't allowed to play any type of defense. Meanwhile, Daniel Gafford was just getting attacked time and time again in the paint, and there was just no call, and it was just ridiculous. And I can already see it now. They're going to run with this narrative that they locked us down, and because Lou Dort was there, Luka had a bad game. And despite Luka only playing on one leg, whatever. Despite all that, we still got to play our best. We still got to come out and hit our shots. We can blame the refs. We can blame bad rotations from Coach Kidd, because I'm holding everybody accountable. I don't like putting the blame on one person. I always say we win as a team and we lose as a team. So I'm gonna put the onus on everybody, because Jason Kidd, I will give him credit that some of those timeouts were good. Down the stretch, I wish he called out a little bit more. The rotations with Tim Hardaway was very questionable. With his first game back, 17 minutes is kind of high. Meanwhile, Derrick Lively didn't get that many minutes. Josh Green got some good run. I kind of want to see more from Josh Green. I feel like Jaden Hardy could have been thrown in there. He would have hit at least 1 or 2 threes, right? And I've said this before, against Oklahoma City Thunder, you got to be good from 3, whether you're defending the three-point line or you're shooting from the three-point line, because the Thunder will shoot the lights out. And let's go ahead and look at their box score. Chet Holmgren had 19 points with 3 blocks, 2 steals, 1 assist, and 7 rebounds. He was 2 of 5 from 3. J-Dub, as they call him, had 18 points, had 1 block, 5 assists, 5 rebounds. He was 2 of 5 from 3. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 29 points, and he was 11 of 13 from 3. As you look across the board, he made up about half of his team's free throws, and it's ridiculous. But regardless, we move on, right? He had 2 blocks, 1 steal, 9 assists, 9 rebounds. He was 2 of 4 from 3. Josh Giddey had only 2 points, had 1 block, 2 assists, and 5 rebounds. Lou Dort had 7 points, 2 steals, 1 assist, 4 rebounds. He was 2 of 5 from 3. Jay Williams off the bench, Jay Will as they call him, had 11 points, 2 assists, 9 rebounds. He was 1 of 2 from 3. And a couple guys got their garbage time, and then Isaiah Joe had 6 points. Aaron Wiggins had 16 points, 3 of 4 from 3. Kason Wallace had 7 points. He was also 2 of 4 from 3. I'm going to leave this up because look at the shooting splits. They shot 44.9% from the floor, 45.7% from 3, 75% from the free throw line. Again, 21 of 28. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander made half of those. They came from one player. Now, I know a lot of people say, oh, if you don't want him to get to the free throw line, stop fouling. It's hard to play defense when the refs are literally calling everything a foul. And I don't want to sound like a salty Mavericks fan, but if that's what I look like, so be it. Because that game just did not feel like basketball. Not as a Mavericks fan, but a fan of basketball. It was hard to just feel the energy from that game. Feel something from not just the Mavericks, but from both teams. It was just demoralizing. And I hope this is something that just fills the Mavericks with enough anger and intensity to just come out in game 2 and to come back in game 3 back in Dallas with the energy. And we've seen it. We've seen it before in the first round against the Clippers. This team, and I've said it before, this team has the tools to take a loss, look at what went wrong, make those adjustments, and go back at it. We lost game 1 in the first round, and we won game 2 and 3. We lost game 4 in the first round, and we won games 5 and 6. So if we keep that up, if we can keep that little streak of lose 1, win 2, I mean, it'll look good for us. But I can't sit here and tell you about it. They got to go out and show it. I have faith in Jason Kidd. I have faith in Luka Doncic. I have faith in Kyrie. I have faith in everybody on this team because we didn't play our best brand of basketball. And we all know when we don't play our best, of course we're not going to win. It's going to be very hard for us to win. But if we play our best, it's really hard to beat this Dallas Mavericks team. So, but before I end this video, let's go and talk about the segment. Oh, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And the good, I'm going to give it to Daniel Gafford. he had a very rough first round. It was a tough matchup with him against Zubats in the Los Angeles Clippers, but he really looked good. He had a double-double at 16 points, 11 rebounds. He was really able to just do whatever he wanted down low. There was a few possessions where the Thunder kind of picked up on Daniel Gafford easily getting down the lane, and they were building somewhat of a wall, just kind of standing right in front of him the moment he caught the ball, so he couldn't even put the ball on the floor and attack, but he was still able to find ways to get rebounds, to get points on the board for us as we were going in large just depths of just no scoring. So the good will go to Daniel Gafford. I just want to give the landlord, the slumlord, a little bit of love there. The bad will have to go to Luka Doncic. He's our best player, right? He's our number one guy. He is the guy, so I got to hold him accountable. He played horribly, and I understand he may still be a little bit sick. I know his knee is still bothering him. I did see him hold his ankle a little bit there in the first half of the game. But if that shot isn't falling, I'm talking about that three-point shot. If that three ball's not falling, pass the ball. Find someone or attack the basket. We've seen it time and time again. Luka can drive and finish. Now, not all the drives went in tonight's game or last night's game, but for the most part, Luka was doing good, and I want to see him expand his bag. Don't just rely on isolation play. Don't just rely on shooting threes. Mix it up. Be a little bit less predictable, because it looked like the Oklahoma City Thunder's defense was keying in on everything Luka was doing the moment he got the ball. So for the bad, I got to give it to Luka. But the ugly, it's going to them refs. And Adam Silver, you got to do something about this, because this is just unacceptable. How do we play pure playoff basketball defense in the first round against the Clippers, playing great, gritty defense where we're getting physical, and then we can't touch nobody in this game, but the Thunder can just hack a shack at Gafford, just knock him down, and then just nothing gets called? Again, I don't like being that guy who just blames the refs, but I think we can all agree that whatever the refs were on, you got to get tested for it, because I don't know what those calls were, what the lack of those calls were. The ugly goes to the refs, because it was just unacceptable. And maybe Adam Silver is in on it too. Maybe they want to see the Thunder go far and they just hate Kyrie that much. Whatever little tinfoil hat conspiracy theory you guys want to run with, I'll run with it too at this point, because it is egregious. However, it's just one game. Best of 7, not a best of 1. I believe this team will have all the adjustments and being with all the tools to make the right adjustments for the next game on Thursday, which we will be going live for. So make sure you subscribe so you can stay tuned and hang out with us, and hopefully we'll have a better game on Thursday. But that's all I got for you guys today, man. Y'all take care. Check out our Twitter or Discord. Links in the description below. Consider becoming a channel member. We are doing a free jersey giveaway again. The winner will be revealed in the beginning of next month, the first week of June most likely. And if you want to enter the giveaway, all you got to do is become a channel member of any tier. But until next time, guys, man, y'all take care. MFFL, in Kai we trust, in Luka we trust. You got to keep your head up, not down. Peace.